Hey, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a good time, wherever you may be, whatever you may be doing. Hopefully, everything's going good. So, I've been thinking about this theory for a couple of weeks now, and I'm finally deciding to make a video about it. The Darksaber, the ultimate symbol of Mandalorian leadership. It was created over 1,000 years before the Battle of Yavin by the first ever Mandalorian Jedi, Tar Vizsla. Its unique hilt and almost metallic black blade made it distinct from all other weapons of its kind. After Tar Vizsla passed, it was held as an artifact in the Jedi Temple, until a group of Mandalorians from Clan Vizsla broke in and stole the saber back. It was then passed down from generation to generation within Clan Vizsla, eventually falling to pre-Vizsla. Vizsla wielded the saber during the galactic conflict known as the Clone Wars, until he lost it in single combat to the renegade Sith Lord Darth Maul. The saber passed through several hands until it eventually fell into the care of Bo Katan, who led the Mandalorian clans against the Empire. However, the last time we saw the Darksaber was in the Season 1 finale of The Mandalorian, and it was in the possession of Moff Gideon. So, how did he get it? It all started with the Mandalorian uprising. After Bo Katan received the Darksaber from Sabine Wren, several Mandalorian clans pledged their allegiance to her. She was a natural-born leader, a gifted warrior, and most of all, she was the truest representation of what it meant to be Mandalorian. So, with several clan heads backing her claim, she took upon herself the title of Mandalore. It had been some time since the Mandalorian people were united under one sole ruler. So naturally, the news of Katan's ascension spread across the galaxy, and several clans, both large and small, rallied to her call. The Mandalorian people, ready to reclaim the ancient traditions of the Old Ones and defend themselves after years of pacifism, took up arms and came to the aid of the one true Mandalore. There were some, most notably of Clan Saxon, that resisted this new direction and denied Bo Katan's claim. Bo Katan knew that Mandalore wouldn't survive another civil war, so she pleaded with Clan Saxon to cease all hostilities. Seeing her diplomacy as an insult, the surviving members of Clan Saxon took up arms and began a short-lived campaign against the new leader of Mandalore. Acting quickly, Katan, along with her allies of Clan Wren and the other Mandalorian houses, overwhelmed House Saxon, slaughtering them in the field of battle. Bo herself wielded the Darksaber against them, proving again to her people her skill as a warrior. Having been on opposing sides for so long, Bo gave no quarter, nor showed mercy. Her brutality sent shockwaves across the galaxy, as she killed anyone from Clan Saxon who wouldn't renounce their loyalty to the Empire. Leading the remaining Imperial forces in the system was an ambitious officer in the Imperial Security Bureau named Gideon. Gideon had a long-standing relationship with House Saxon, and was saddened by the destruction of their house. Those who fled Katan's slaughter were offered asylum in his forces, as long as they swore absolute loyalty to Gideon and to the Empire. When he learned of Katan's intentions for a free and independent Mandalore, he knew that little could be done. The people were on her side, and the war with the rebels was escalating. Gideon began a brutal, genocidal operation against the people of Mandalore called the Great Purge. The capital city of Sundari was reduced to rubble, its citizens sealed inside its dome before the bombardment. Those who attempted to flee were gunned down. The Mandalorian people were slaughtered, their beskar stolen, and their culture obliterated. Mandalore Bo Katan fought valiantly against the Imperial forces, but with no formal army or navy, they were no match for Gideon's tactics. With no other options, the remaining Mandalorians fled to their moon of Concordia and took refuge in the abandoned mining outposts. Unable to bombard them from orbit, Gideon led his Imperial regiment into the mines, where a great battle ensued. Thousands of Imperials, unfamiliar with their surroundings, were killed by the vastly more experienced Mandalorian warriors. Determined to end the Mandalorian annoyance once and for all, Gideon kept ordering more and more of his stormtroopers into the mines. The slaughter was without number. Despite the bravery of Bo Katan and her fellow Mandalorians, they were too outnumbered. Seeing that the Imperials were never going to stop until every Mandalorian was dead, Mandalore ordered her warriors to do something that was unheard of: to retreat and go into hiding around the galaxy. In order to hold off Gideon long enough for her fellow brothers and sisters to escape, Mandalore herself went out to confront and challenge the man who ordered the genocide of her people. Gideon, well aware of Mandalorian traditions, knew what her challenge would be. As soon as Mandalore was in clear view, Gideon ordered his troops to take her alive. Bo fought back, killing at least a dozen stormtroopers until she was finally overwhelmed. Gideon slowly strode over to his prisoner and knelt down, taking the Darksaber for himself. He ignited it, its black metallic blade shimmering in front of him. He thought about striking down Mandalore, sending a clear message to the galaxy that the Empire was the supreme power in the galaxy. Instead, he took her prisoner. For his excellent strategy against the Mandalorians, Gideon was promoted to the rank of Moff within the ranks of the Empire. And, as a reward for his valiant handling of Mandalore Bo Katan, he was allowed to keep the Darksaber as his own. Well guys, I hope you liked today's video. It was my first one, so go ahead and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Was this a good theory? I'm going to be making a part 2 to this, and we'll try to get it up as soon as possible. If you liked what you saw and heard today, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, remember to forever be a Star Wars fan.